It's week 6.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Oh, and now some space to operate. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert. He finds his... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 24 carries, 67 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Gets past one man. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Farrell. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Herbert's throw taken in by Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This will be caught by Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, Herbert. And it's knocked away and
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of the yard. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Well, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Farrell. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Off play action. Farrell. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Harden. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st down, Farrell. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, it's Taylor. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Farrell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, good move. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So they bring out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Brown going up the middle. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone, beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Farrell. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun. Farrell. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Farrell. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Coming up to the line. They will to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On fourth down, Farrell. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his run.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert back to the air. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Open man is Miller. He's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Well, we're Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
5 yards on the play.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, the U.S.
touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going up top for Miller. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up up incomplete, and they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Weiss.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Draw play for Brown. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 1st down. Farrell. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Farrell toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Brings up
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Farrell complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Farrell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out.
And the Diablos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Farrell. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Diablos are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Farrell. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Herbert's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air again, Herbert. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Farrell.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Finds Spiller on the check down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert now. Ryle making the catch over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And that will write a finish finish to this ball game. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.